Okay.
I think I'd also pick Krishna.
You'll also pick Krishna.
Yeah, I think the first thing I do is asking a lot of questions.
He's asking a lot of
A
questions.
lot of questions. The questions of which aren't coming to my head right now, but I mean, I would ask them if I saw him.
And he would have all the answers,
Yes,
right? He would have all the
yeah.
Hare Krishna. He would have all the answers. Very nice. Okay. How about both of you?
Well, I guess I would also choose Krishna.
Wow, he's popular.
Everybody's going for the money.
Yeah.
Nobody wants anything else.
Yeah.
Everybody's Krishna.
Everybody's Krishna. Yeah.
Targeting the goal.
So you said you would choose Krishna too, and why?
Because like you said, I feel like he would have more answers than
He
anything.
would have all the answers. Nice. Mataji.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna again.
No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because, I want to see like his ecstasy, how he becomes so mad when he hears about the. When I hear that mood, right? I just want to see like how it will be, dancing it like crazy and
Like a madman.
yeah, and he can create mango trees
Mm.
on the spot, right? So those kind of magical things I want to do.
Hmm.
And I want to hear him give a lecture and like speak about the
About
philosophy-
Krishna.
Yeah,
Speak
philosophy
about
and the
Krishna.
glories of Krishna and gopis and see how it feels like directly hearing from him.
Very nice. Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada. Wow, Haribol. And
I
why?
get association with Srila Prabhupada, and it is easy to go back to.
To Godhead. Okay, very nice. Prabhuji.
Oh, I would rather say Narad Muni,
Narad Muni.
who had the passport to go all lokas
Hmm.
going around. So if he could take us along without visa, that is the best opportunity.
Yeah.
Because
This,
Going along with him.
Perfect.
And, that would be a
that would be wonderful. Yeah. Ravi Prabhu. Question is, if you had an evening with one spiritual personality, who would it be and why?
I want to see Krishna beforehand.
Narayan. You want to see Narayan. Okay. And why?
From childhood, that's the dream.
Childhood, that's your dream. What would you do when you see Krishna?
Guru Prabhu, when I was seeing that Krishna serials, right, when I was childhood, always used to come with forehand and carrying
And
Krishna chakra.
chakra?
So, wearing white cloths. I used to be okay, Krishna always looks like this.
Nice.
So that's what, from childhood, that's why.
That's your dream.
That's my
Very nice.
dream about Krishna. When I say Krishna looks like that, I used to think like that.
Nice. Thank you. Ramanuja Prabhu.
So what do you want to be? That's what.
Oh no, if you had an evening with a spiritual personality, who would it be and why?
It would be Narad Maharshi.
With Narad,
Narad
Narad Muni. Narad Muni. Okay. Why Prabhu?
That will give everything else.
Everything else. He's a spiritual master. Nice. Lohit.
I choose Krishna.
Krishna. Why?
It's Krishna himself.
Krishna himself. Very nice. So it's not, there's no right or wrong answer, right? The potency is flowing from Krishna himself. It's like a live wire. As soon as you touch, anywhere you touch, you'll get the same current, right? And the idea is of our parampara that we are following in the same footsteps of what Krishna has explained, right? So that is the main key. Very nice.
who do you want to be?
Who do I want to meet? I want to meet Prahlad Maharaj.
Oh,
And why?
Why? Because, like he was a 5-year-old small boy and, he had so much conviction. Like he went through so much difficulty in his life. But despite all difficulty, he was so steadfast, tolerating everything. Why? Because he had faith in Krishna. And even when Krishna came in the end, right, and he's asking Prahlad, oh my dear, like he was so angry. After he killed Hiranyakashipu, he was so angry. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Lakshmi ji, everybody are standing there, but they're so afraid to go to Nrsingadev. So then they told Prahlad, you go. Right? And as soon as Nrsingadev saw Prahlad, our Shastra say that he started to lick Prahlad. He was so happy to see Prahlad. And as soon as he made him sit on his lap, he was completely pacified. So my desire is to see Prahlad Maharaj and maybe serve him, it would be so nice. Okay, so we'll do some kirtan. You want to lead? You can try. And whatever tune you like. You can start with Nama Om, then Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, and then Hare Krishna. With your heart.
Did you sing with me though?
Yeah. You want me to sing with you? Okay, yeah. Ready?
Wait, can you
I'll give you the tune and then you can continue. Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura-Bhaktavrinda Jaya Shri Okay. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura-Bhaktavrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Oh Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura-Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Nitai Gaur, Hari Gaur, Nitai Gaura, Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Hari Gaur, Nitai Gaura, Hari Gaur. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Stotara Satashri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Stotara Satashri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा मैया यमुना मैया की तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. So We have few devotees who have come a little later. So we had an icebreaker question for devotees who did not answer. Everybody come a little bit closer. Kids can come in the front. Yes, Mati.
There's a Toyota RAV4 red color. Somebody's blocking the neighbor's driveway. They asked to check.
Toyota RAV4. Toyota RAV4. Mataji, Haribol, Jyoti Mataji.
Mataji, you can keep it in the driveway.
Prabhuji saying you can keep it in Prabhuji's driveway. Oh, already. Prabhuji, bata. Okay, Harshit, come here. Kaushik, you also come this side. And what was your name? I forgot your name. Moksha, come. Maitreya, you also come. Come here. Okay, come here. Maitreya. Okay, so Haribol. So we have a question for all of you. So the question is that if you had an evening to spend with a spiritual personality, who would it be and why? Okay, Harshit. Here, you can take the mic.
When I go into school, I just want to play.
So you said when you go to school, you like to play? Okay. Who do you like to play? Do you have any spiritual personality you would like to play with?
Yes,
Who is it?
Rama.
Rama. Okay. Why Rama? Why did you choose Rama? Any reason?
Yes,
This is favorite.
Is your favorite?
yes.
Very nice. Haribol. Okay, Maitreya.
Yeah. I was spend with Krishna because he can give me 5 gallons of uranium to drink.
To drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna. And Kaushik, what about you?
I'll spend the time with
Vyasadeva
Vyasadeva.
because he he wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam and I want to learn about it.
Very nice. Okay. What about you? No? Okay, no problem.
Can I answer again?
Suma Mataji.
She has to tell us.
Yes.
If I have a chance to spend some spiritual personality, I choose devotees.
Devotees.
Association.
Any
Other than that, I don't know. Anything else is bigger, I don't know.
any particular devotee, Mataji, you have in mind?
I'm missing my mate in childhood
Childhood.
who introduced me
Jai.
to the Bhakti path,
There you go.
Revati Mataji. I'm missing her a lot. She is my elder sister.
Jai. Very nice. So the person who introduces you to Krishna consciousness, that person is called the Pat Pradakshina Guru. So the person who brings you to Krishna. So she's your Pat Pradakshina Guru. Very nice. Shweta Mataji. You have to keep mic near your chin.
I like to spend time with the Gauranga Darshan Das Prabhu.
Gauranga Darshan Prabhu.
Online classes because when I started listening his classes, my chanting, everything is going well. Even personally, also my health is doing very well. So, I like Gauranga Darshan.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Lalita Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I would like to spend the time with Prabhupada,
Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada. Experience the magnetic draw, like all the devotees go to experience that. Little bit.
Very nice. Thanks, Mataji. Jyoti Mataji, question is that if you had an evening you could spend with any spiritual personality, who would it be and why?
I like to listen. I like to listen podcast, or you can say it's a podcast. You can say Premanand Maharaj.
Premanand Maharaj.
Yeah, I like him a lot. When I listen to him, it gives me really a peace in my mind. And he really answered a lot of questions that we have.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
What is one main thing he says?
Radha Jap.
Radha Jap,
Yes.
right? Hari Nam. If you do Nam Jap, that is the main thing. So, thank you. Okay. What about you? And introduce yourself, because I don't think everybody knows. What's your name? What grade are you in?
I'm
Did everybody get her name?
No.
Okay, one more time.
my name is Pracheeta and I'm sixth grade.
6th grade. Okay.
I always like to be with Krishna because he's really kind and playful and funny, and I would like to be kind and playful.
Very nice. Haribol. Okay. They finished. We'll come here to Anish, Radha, Krishna Prabhu.
I would like to spend it with Ram because I want to learn the Ram era from him.
Nice. Hare Krishna. I know.
I don't have any specific name, but I would like to spend with all the
Bhakti Vriksha. Very nice, Prabhu. So Prabhu, question is, if you had a chance to spend with any spiritual personality, who would it be and why? Listen, everybody listen.
Particularly, I am fair to Om Namah Shivaya.
Shiva.
But to spend the time on the live with, that is default is Krishna. Because,
Krishna?
yeah, he is symbol of joy. That's the prime thing. Because the purpose of our life is to live joyfully, whatever we live.
Very nice.
From my academic perspective, that's what I'm trying and looking towards that. But still, very minimal progress.
Nice, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Sai Prabhu. Question is, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Question is, if you had time to spend with any spiritual personality, an evening you had to spend, who would it be and why?
I think, I just want to spend time with making it.
Oh my God, Hare Krishna. Sai Prabhu.
These wishes are fulfilled.
Yeah, Haribol. Okay. So you can see that, how power. Mataji, please, you want to share? Give Mataji. So Mataji is Shweta Mataji's friend. Hare Krishna Mataji.
I like to spend time with Little Krishna as a friend.
Little Krishna.
How they are Krishna. Yeah, like their friends are there, right? When the
Gopas are there.
Yeah. So nowadays I'm hearing Sri Krishna Leela. I'm so much interested in it. So I want to be one of his friends.
Very nice, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mataji, would you like to share? Shweta Mataji? Help. Hindi? No problem. Your mom? She's your mom? Hare Krishna Mataji. She like to be with Krishna. Jai, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay, Haribol. So today we are going to be reading from week number 30. So can everybody please pull up week 30 on your phones? Do both of you have? Hare Krishna Mataji? Yeah, week number 30. So everybody should have week 30. Bhakti Vriksha group. They are in the group. Yeah. If you don't have a phone, find somebody whom you can share with.
So the last only, but the document is download.
Oh, okay.
Week 30.
Okay, everyone ready? If you are not ready, please put your hand up. Okay, everyone's ready. Okay, week number 30. Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. By chanting the holy name, one can be delivered regardless of caste, creed, color, or social position. So, irrespective of where we are, in what position we are, whatever we have done in our pastimes, in our lifetimes, it doesn't matter. But if we are sincerely chanting the holy name, then we will be delivered. Generally, Brahmanas are puffed up with false prestige because they belong to the aristocracy and perform many Vedic sacrifices. In South India, especially, this fastidious position is most prominent. At any rate, this was the case 500 years ago. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually started a revolution against this Brahminical system by inaugurating the chanting of the holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. By this chanting, one can be delivered regardless of caste, creed, color, or social position. Whoever chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is immediately purified due to the transcendental position of devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is here hinting to Vallabha Bhattacharya that an exalted Brahmana who makes sacrifices and follows the Vedic principles should not neglect a person who is engaged in devotional service by chanting the holy name of the Lord. This is from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. So, dear devotees, the main point is that when you chant the holy name, immediately you are able to remember Krishna. Right? Many of us, we said that we want to spend an evening with Krishna or we want to spend time with a devotee. In this age of Kali Yuga, which is the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the best way for us to be able to remember Krishna is by chanting the holy name. As soon as you chant the holy name, we are in touch with Krishna. It is said that when you chant the holy name, Krishna is dancing on your tongue. Just like how Krishna was dancing on Kaliya's hood, right? Everybody remembers the pastime of Kaliya? What happened when Krishna danced on Kaliya's hood? All the poison came out, right? Similarly, when we chant the holy name, Krishna is dancing on our tongue. And whatever anarthas, what we have in our heart for so many different lifetimes, everything is going to come out. And one day, we will be able to see Krishna face to face. And that is the purpose of our life. Our purpose of our life is to be able to get darshan of Krishna. And the best way for us to get darshan of Krishna is by chanting the holy name in this lifetime. We might think that it is so easy, right? We feel like we have to do something more difficult. But in the holy name, everything is there. We just have to have that faith. And how do we get that faith? We get that faith by sadhu, guru, and shastra. By going to the shastra, by hearing the shastra, by listening to a guru, a spiritual master who's coming in the lineage of Srila Prabhupada, in the lineage of Krishna, then we get the firm conviction that just by chanting the holy name, we will be delivered. How do we strengthen our faith? How do we strengthen our faith? By practice. As you keep practicing, one day you will start to see differences in your life. When you see those differences, you will understand that these are the small miracles which are happening in your life. And just by taking one small miracle, it's like a molecule. That one molecule is enough to keep you going for lifetimes. And when you chant in the association of devotees, when you see the experiences devotees are having, then our faith increases. Another point is when you actually read the Shastra. When you read the Shastra, you will actually get more conviction again and again. Okay, let's go to passage for discussion. So we'll read the Sanskrit. So I'll say, then you can repeat. Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mam upashitaha bhavo jnana tapasa Bhutamat bhavan agata Vitaraga bhaya krodha Manmaya mam upashitaha Bhavo jnana tapasa Bhutamat bhavamagataha Vitaraga bhaya krodha Manmaya mam upashitaha Bhavo jnana tapasa Bhutamat bhavamagataha. Somebody like to sing? You want to sing? Kaushik? Somebody? Yes, ma'am. Vitaraga bhaya krodha Manmaya mam upashitaha Bhavo jnana tapasa Bhutamat bhavamagataha Vitaraga bhaya krodha Manmaya mam upashitaha Bhavo jnana tapasa Bhutamat bhavamagataha. Anyone else?
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Maya mamupashitaha
Manmaya mam upashitaha
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhavamadataha
Bhutamat bhavamagataha
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Manmaya mam upashitaha
Manmaya mam upashitaha
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhutamat bhavam agataha.
Bhutamat bhavamagataha. Yes.
Loud.
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Manmaya mam upashitaha
Manmaya mam upashitaha
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhutamat bhavam agataha.
Bhutamat bhavamagataha
Vitaraga bhaya krodha
Vitaraga bhaya krodha Manmaya mam upashitaha
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhavo jnana tapasa
Bhutamat bhavam agataha.
Bhutamat bhavamagataha. Anyone else would like to sing? Anybody remembers without seeing?
I have question.
Yes,
The
Prabhuji.
first word, is it Vita or Bhita?
Vita. Vita. Okay, translation. Would you like to read, Anika?
Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me.
So, again, translation, please repeat. Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger.
Being free from attachment, fear, and anger.
Do we have all three? We have all three, right? So, being freed from attachment, fear, and anger, being fully absorbed in me.
Being fully absorbed in me.
Who's me? Krishna, not us. Krishna, right? Being fully absorbed in Krishna. How can we be fully absorbed in Krishna? Chanting the holy name, deity worship, having prasad, seva, reading shastra, right? Being absorbed in Krishna. and taking refuge in me. Please repeat. And taking refuge in me. Many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me. And thus they all attained transcendental love for me. What do you feel? Are we able to get transcendental love of Krishna? Yes. How? By becoming free from attachment, fear, and anger. That is the don't. Don't be attached to fear, anger, and attachment. And what should we do? We should do which is attachment to Krishna. Very easy. Don't be attached to something which is not good, but become attached to Krishna. While we are still doing all our activities. We don't have to give up your activities. If you're a student, you still are a good student. You do really well at school. But while you're doing your activity, you're fully absorbed in Krishna. Okay. Okay, purport. You want to read?
As described above, it is very difficult for a person who is too materially affected to understand the personal nature of the supreme absolute truth.
Why is that? So, as described above, it is very difficult for a person who is too materially attached. What does materially attached mean? They're always looking for what should we do in life, like I have to earn money, property, my family, right? We're so attached. Self-satisfaction, sense satisfaction, right? So if they're so materially attached, they will not have any time to think about Krishna, right? So that's why they're not able to understand who Krishna is. Okay.
Generally, people who are attached to the bodily conception of life are so absorbed in materialism that it is almost impossible for them to understand that there is a transcendental body which is imperishable, full of knowledge and eternally blissful.
Yeah. So because we start to feel that this is me, this is my body, this is my house, this is my family, these are my kids, right? We start to feel that we are the body. However, we are not this body. Do you agree that we're not this body? But we don't realize that, right? We don't realize it. As soon as the soul comes into a body, the soul gets riveted into that body. We start to feel that this is us. If the soul takes a dog body, it starts to feel like I'm a dog. If it takes a cat body, it feels like it's a cat. Right? We get so riveted. But the point is that we have to remember that we are not this body, but we are the spirit spark, which is in the body. Okay? Okay, next paragraph.
In the materialistic concept, the body is perishable, full of ignorance and completely miserable. Therefore, people in general keep the same bodily idea in mind when they are informed of the personal form of the Lord. For such materialistic men, the form of the gigantic material manifestation is supreme. Consequently, they consider the supreme to be impersonal. And because they are too materially absorbed, their conception of retaining the personality after liberation from matter frightens them. When they are informed that spiritual life is also individual and personal, they become afraid of becoming persons again, and so they naturally prefer a kind of merging into the impersonal void. Generally, they compare the living entities to the bubbles of the ocean, which merge into the ocean. That is the highest perfection of spiritual existence attainable without individual personality. This is a kind of fearful stage of life, devoid of perfect knowledge of spiritual existence.
So, when we feel that we are this body, we see all around us that people are leaving the body, right? The body is perishable. Some people who don't have full knowledge, they think that if in spiritual world also everything is personal, then that means it is also going to be perishable. What do they want to do? They want to merge into the Brahma Jyoti, right? They feel like it is like ocean, like bubbles, and they want to actually merge into the ocean. So how do we correct that understanding? Let's go to the next paragraph.
questions at all. Being embarrassed by so many theories and contradictions of various types of philosophical speculation, they become disgusted or angry and foolishly conclude that there is no supreme cause and that everything is ultimately void. Such people are in a diseased condition of life.
So far we have understood about two types of people. One type of people, they want to merge into the Brahma Jyoti, right? The second are people who don't understand about the spiritual existence at all, right? They feel like there is no spiritual existence. Okay, let's read about the third type of person.
Some people are too materially attached and therefore do not give attention to spiritual life. Some of them wanted to merge into supreme spiritual cause, and some of them disbelieve in everything, being angry at all sorts of spiritual speculation out of hopelessness.
Right? They don't give attention to spiritual life at all. When they are kids, well, they're a baby. Then, when they're a student, now I'm student, I have to study. Now I'm married, so I have to now take care of the family. Right? I have to earn, take care of everything. Then, after that, now I'm retired. So now I need to relax. I've done so much work. Now I'm old. Why should I do spiritual life? Life is over. Right? So, main thing is there is never a good time to actually start. Any time you get that awakening is the right time for us to start. Okay, that is the main point. And what is the last class of men? Bhakti Priya Mataji.
This last class of men take to the shelter of some kind of intoxication, and their affective hallucinations are sometimes accepted as spiritual vision.
So, four types of people we have understood. Okay. So, what do we have to do now to get rid?
One has to get rid of all three stages of attachment to the material world. Images of spiritual life, fear of the spiritual personal identity, and the conception of what that underlies the frustration of life.
Yeah. So, the point is that there are different kinds of people in different stages of their life, right? Now, each of them have to come out of that stage to be able to come to the spiritual platform. How do we do that? Let's read the next paragraph. Do you want to read, Mataji? Okay, next.
To get free from these stages of the hidden concept of life, one has to take complete shelter of the Lord, guided by the bona fide spiritual master, and follow the disciplines and regulatory principles of devotional life. The last stage of the devotional life is called Bhava, or transcendental love of God.
So now Srila Prabhupada has given us the key, right? The key for us to get out is for us to take complete shelter of the Lord. How do we take complete shelter of the Lord? First, we need to be guided by a bona fide spiritual master. Who is a bona fide spiritual master? Srila Prabhupada is a bona fide spiritual master. Who comes in the disciplic succession? What does that mean? Comes in a disciplic succession.
Krishna's view as it is.
They are telling about Krishna's view as it is. They are not putting anything from themselves and they're not extracting anything from what Krishna is saying. From that person, we have to hear. From whom should we hear? We have to hear from somebody who is not putting anything extra, not taking out anything extra. Exactly what Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, that person is explaining. That person is called a bona fide spiritual master. We have to hear from that person. Why is it so important to hear from the right person? Because that person, when the words they are speaking, it is not tinged with any material affliction. It is pure. And when you hear pure words, then completely transformation is going to happen. Okay. And then we have to follow the disciplines and regulative principles. What are the regulative principles? Can anybody share? Jyoti Mataji? What are the regulative principles? There are 4 regulative principles. No? Okay. Let's go to Shweta Mataji. What are the 4 regulative principles?
No nicotine, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling.
No gambling, right? 4 don'ts. we do 4 don'ts, which is no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication. Why these 4 activities are set as regulative principles? Because it will make us go down to the mode of ignorance, right? And at that stage, we will not be able to understand Krishna. And what are the do's? What should you do? Chant at least minimum 16 rounds. If you cannot chant 16 rounds, you keep some minimum rounds every day and you should chant those minimum rounds. If you're just starting, chant 1 round, but don't leave that 1 round. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one.
According to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the signs of devotional service. Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangho, Tata Bhajana Kriya, Tato Anartha Nivriti, Sya Tato Nishtha Ruchistata, Ata Shaktis Tato Bhavas, Tata Prema Vyudachanti. Sadhakam Ayam Prema, Prabhubhave Bhave Kramaha. In the beginning, one must have preliminary desire for self-realization.
So, before we read, this is the steps. Now, Srila Prabhupada is explaining all the different steps. When somebody is coming to Krishna consciousness, what are the steps so they can come all the way to love Krishna? So, first thing is that you want to have desire. See, we all have desire. Why are we here on Friday evening? We have desire that we want to somehow make our life perfect. Right? That is our first step. Okay, yes, Mataji.
In the beginning, one must have a preliminary desire for self-realization. This will bring one to the stage of trying to associate with persons who are spiritually elevated. In next stage, one becomes initiated by an elevated spiritual master. And under this instruction, the neophyte devotees begins the process of devotional service. By execution of devotional service under the guidance of the spiritual master, one becomes free from all material attachment, attains steadiness in self-realization, and acquires a taste for hearing about the absolute personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. This taste leads one further forward to attachment for Krishna consciousness, which is matured in bhava or the preliminary stage of transcendental love of God.
So far, anybody remembers without seeing? What is the first step? Desire for self-realization. Second, when you get desire, what happens? We get sadhu sangha, right? Because we have desire, we have come in the association of devotees. After we come in the association of devotees, what happens? Then we do bhajan kriya, right? What is bhajan kriya? Kirtan, right? Sankirtan. Then third, then from here. Then in the next step, we start to listen to a spiritual master, like Shweta Mataji said, right? She's listening to Gorakh Darshan Prabhu, for example. Right? She gets inspired by a devotee. So then they like to approach that devotee for initiation, right? Then they get initiated. Once they get initiated, what do? They then want to serve. They want to serve. They want to please this Guru Maharaj, right? That is the next step. By doing seva, we will get full self-realization, and then you will get taste for devotional service. Okay. And then slowly, as we keep practicing, we will get bhava. Bhava is the stage where you have preliminary stage for transcendental love for Krishna. Okay, last paragraph.
Real love for God is called prema, the highest perfectional stage of life. In the prema stage, there is a constant engagement with the transcendental loving service of the Lord. So, by this slow process of devotional service, under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master, one can attain the highest stage, being free from all the material attachments, from the fearfulness of one's individual spiritual personality, and from the frustrations resulting from void philosophy. Then one can ultimately attain to the abode of the Supreme Lord.
So after bhava stage, you come to the prema stage. Prema stage is where you have transcendental love for Krishna. At that stage, we are not going through regulative principles to actually perform bhakti. Automatically, from within, It just comes that you have to serve the Lord. Some examples of devotees who are in prema: Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? He is constantly in love for Krishna. Mirabai, right? She doesn't have a schedule that I have to now chant. Automatically, prema is just there, right? Any other example? Prahlad Maharaj, right? Prahlad Maharaj, from 5 years old, small boy, right? He went to school, but he started to teach the teachers, right? Because constantly it is coming from within. That is the prema stage. We are trying to achieve that stage. And it is possible, dear devotees, it is possible in this very lifetime. We have to just follow the process, which Krishna has explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Process is you have to give up attachment, fear, and anger, and constantly focus our absorption in Krishna. Just by following the regulated principles and by chanting the holy name, one day, if we follow the process, Srila Prabhupada has said, we will attain prema in this very lifetime. Okay? Okay, so we are going to go to questions and answers. First question to Lalita Mataji. Mataji, what are the qualifications necessary to attain love of God?
Free from attachment, anger, and
Fear, right? Right. So those are the qualifications, right? Qualifications necessary to attain love of God is that we have to give up attachment, fear, and anger. Okay. Next question for Sai Prabhu. Why are some people afraid of the personal form of the Lord? What form of the Lord do they actually prefer? First of all, why are they afraid of personal form of the Lord? So the point is, little bit hint I'll give, Prabhuji. So when they see around us that, oh, these are all personal forms of the body, and the body is perishable, they feel very morose that when you have to go to the spiritual world, also if there is personal form, they feel very morose. They feel very sad, they feel very morose that when I see around me, all people are dying, right? When they see the body. That's why some people get afraid to hear that, oh, Krishna has a personal form. So what form of the Lord do they prefer? Such people? Impersonal form. What is the impersonal form? They want to merge. They want to merge into the Brahmajyoti light. They feel, oh, there is a light and I just want to go into the light. That is called the impersonal form of Krishna. Right? Impersonal form. The light actually is the light which is coming from Krishna. The effulgence which is coming from Krishna. The effulgence is so bright that it is like millions of sun. When you cannot even see one sun. Millions of sun, right? That light which is coming out from Krishna, that is the effulgence, and they feel like they want to merge into that effulgence. We're clear on this? Okay. Next question to Ravi Prabhu and Prabhuji's friends. Why are some people angry about any form of spiritual life? And what do they take shelter of? Yes, right? So they are attached to the material world, right? So such people, they cannot even understand the spiritual existence. And because they are so embarrassed by so many different theories and contradictions, right? They become so disgusted and they become angry and foolish that they conclude that there is no Krishna, there is no Supreme Being, right? And for them, everything is void.
In this question, should we say instead of angry, it should be afraid, because afraid of spiritual life by living the material life is more than the angry coming out of it, right? So shouldn't that be
afraid, but they show their fear by anger. Right? Somehow they have to show how to express themselves. Ignorance. Because of ignorance, right? They're not able to express themselves. Okay, so third one, why are some people indifferent to spiritual life? Ramakrishna Prabhu.
Because more attached to material world.
They're too attached to this material life, right? Because they're so attached to the material life, they become indifferent to spiritual life. Kaushal. Yeah.
So the reason they're like indifferent to spiritual life is because they see everybody dying around them, so they think this body is our body. So if we die now, we can die in the spiritual world. So what is the purpose of going there? It's the same thing.
And other point about being indifferent is that they are very, very, they're not able to see what is happening around them, like you said, right? This question was asked by Yamraj to Yudhishthira Maharaj. What is the most surprising thing which you are seeing? Same answer. What Yudhishthira Maharaj said was, what is the most surprising is everybody is seeing that people are dying, but they feel like we are never going to die. Right? That is the most surprising thing. Okay. Next question to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Prabhuji, how can we rise above all the three material concepts of life and attain love of Godhead?
By following the regulative principles and chanting, and also serving the Guru and take the path.
By taking the path, right? By first of all, by following the four regulative principles and following the Guru and Shastra. Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Okay. Anish. Give a brief description of the stages one will go through before attaining love of Godhead or Prema. And Kaushik, you can also answer. Both of you can tag team and give this answer. So, the different stages. So, first stage is you need to have desire. Right? After desire, what happens? Association. After association, what happens? You start to hear. Let them find the answer. Okay. After association, what happens?
They get spiritual master.
Yes, they get association. They like a spiritual master. They hear from somebody. So then they want to take initiation from a spiritual master. After that, now that they have found a spiritual master, then what happens?
Process of devotion.
Then they want to do seva. Right? They want to serve the spiritual master. And by serving the spiritual master, they get association, right? They get more association. Their faith is even more increased. Then
they become free from all material attachment.
They become free from all material attachment. Then they come to the stage of bhava. Right? What is bhava? That is the first step of prema. And then after that you get prema. Prema is when constantly, no matter what they are doing, even though they are in the spiritual world, they're not. Even though they are in the material world, they are not in this material world. That stage. Okay, for you, this question, Prabhuji. Are you convinced that Krishna is a person and that attaining love of Krishna is the highest perfection of life? Are you convinced that Krishna is a person and attaining love of Krishna is actually the purpose of life? And can you explain a little bit why you have come to this point?
I don't know how to say. I know it is.
But through your experiences, you know that this is the main thing which you need to attain in your life. That's the purpose of life, right? And from our experiences, we have seen that whatever we try to do, we don't get happiness. We don't get happiness, right? Happiness might be temporary. It might be so temporary that after a few moments, we will again have sadness. But the soul is Sat Chit Ananda, always looking for happiness. They want to always be happy. How can we always be happy when we are not in this material world? Right? We're not in this vicious cycle. Want to add something else?
I'm just saying material attachment.
Material attachment, right? Comes to that.
We are born to be happy,
We are born to be happy.
but we somehow existing in this false economy, capitalist economy, every day struggling for the materialistic things, and we are forgetting the spiritual.
Right.
Can I rephrase that sentence?
Yes, Mother.
We're actually happy, we are born into misery.
Yeah, we get
Born
covered.
into misery, but we want to go back to happy again.
But even though you
We
were
don't
born
have
into
this-
this misery, we are lucky that we got this human form of life, which is the form of make use of it and have the self-realization and do happy and go back to God.
We should all feel very, very grateful and fortunate that somehow, after so many lifetimes, we don't know how many lifetimes, we have got human form of life. After getting human form of life, we should feel so grateful that somehow, we don't know how, but somehow we have got association into this movement. Right? We understand who Krishna is, right? That what is the purpose of our life. Now that we have got this unique opportunity, should we give up this opportunity? No. If you give up, it is called spiritual suicide. You have wasted this precious human form of life which we have got after millions of lifetimes. So we have to take full advantage of this human form of life. And how can we take full advantage? By what Prabhuji said, attaining love for Krishna. How do we attain love of Krishna? We read today, right? Step by step process. We should not get disturbed or perturbed when we look around. And, this person is higher, lower, doesn't matter. Each person has their own journey. And in this very lifetime, if we are strict, serious, and sincere, we can actually attain the goal of our life, which is to reach Krishna. Okay.
I read somewhere that why do we feel like we want to be happy all the time, right? So why do we feel like we want to be happy all the time? Because that's the nature of the soul, that to be happy all the time. Because we bodily, identify ourselves, so we want to be happy all the time.
Yeah.
Also, we want to live forever. Nobody wants to die.
Nobody wants to die.
That's also because of the immortality of the soul. Because we associate ourselves with the body, we feel that. Like, these are the false recognition of the body and so on. So just wanted to mention that.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay. Last question. Share your realization. This is open to anybody. Share your realizations on what you look forward to by advancing in Krishna consciousness. What do you really look forward in Krishna conscious life, Nainika?
I think it would be like meeting devotees who don't really get embarrassed that easily.
Yeah.
So it would be really fun for you guys to dance or do kirtan together, or do some things that would seem embarrassing to other people who have just gotten into Krishna consciousness.
Like they're so confident that they don't care about what others feel. They're so confident in themselves.
Yeah.
And meeting those devotees will help you. Very nice. Maitreya, I can see you hiding there. So, Maitreya, share your realization, Maitreya, on what do you look forward to in your Krishna consciousness? As you keep following Krishna consciousness, your path, what are you looking forward to in your life?
So, in my life,
In Krishna consciousness.
oh,
Give him a chance. Yes. See, you're so sincere, right? You're playing nice
Yeah.
mridanga. You help your mother. You do seva.
play slide battles and I also listen to kids online. Okay.
Right. So, what are you looking forward to in your Krishna conscious life? Like, what is something which is very dear to you?
My mom.
Your mom? Okay, yeah, serving your mom. Very nice.
Also, I found uranium on the next one.
Okay. Last one. Preaching is the essence. So we'll have Lohan. You can read. Preaching is the essence.
Yeah, this one.
You can read from here. Come closer.
It's jumping up and down. It's upstairs jumping up and down.
Put this closer. Preaching is the essence.
Okay. Perception of
A bona fide.
bona fide devotee is agreed to see the following condition of the world. A bona fide devotee of Lord Krishna is always pained to see the following condition of the world. Srila Bhakti Siddhantana Saraswati Thakura used to say there is no
Scarcity.
scarcity of anything within this world. The only scarcity of Krishna consciousness. This is the vision of all pure devotees because of this lack of Krishna consciousness in human society. People are suffering terribly, being reached in an ocean of nescience and sense gratification. A devotee onlooker is very much agreed to see such a situation in the world.
So, as devotees, basically what this says is, now that we have got this gift and we go out and we see that, oh, so many people who are in this human form of life are wasting their time, devotees would like to share this gift with others, right? We want to share this knowledge, we want to share this gift. That is what a pure devotee always wants to do. Okay, next paragraph, Kaushik.
Okay. The devotee is not satisfied with his own salvation out of compassion. He preaches to others and Krishna gives him special protection. A devotee is not satisfied with his own salvation. Out of compassion, he preaches out to others and Krishna gives him special protection. A Krishna conscious person should free himself from clutches of Maya and should also be compassionate to all other sufferings in those clutches. The activities of the Krishna consciousness movement are not meant only for oneself but for others also. This is the perfection of Krishna consciousness. One who is interested in his own salvation is not advanced in Krishna consciousness. As one who feels compassion for others and who therefore propagates the Krishna consciousness movement, such as advanced devotees will never fall down, for Krishna will give him special protection. That is the sum and substance of Krishna consciousness movement.
Thank you. So, who does Krishna give special protection to? Who is sharing this knowledge? That person is given special protection from Krishna. Do you want special protection? Yes. All you have to do is share this knowledge with others. Very simple, right? If you go to school, for example, and at school somebody asks you a question, why are you wearing kantimala, right? What can you say? You can then explain to them what is the kantimala, what is the tulsi beads, why do you wear the tulsi beads, why are you vegetarian, right? So many different ways in which you can actually share this knowledge with others in your own words, right? You don't have to actually be very, very elevated. But wherever you are, you have to just share this knowledge with others. Okay, we'll stop here. I will have Nrsimha Aarti. All the kids can come closer and you can lead. Kaushik, you want to lead? Kaushik, you want to lead? Call Abhiram also. Come Harshit. Both of you can lead. Come.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Gaha Saine.
Gala Gala Galaine. Hiranyakashipurakshana. Shilatantana-kalaye. Nityo Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimha. Vahir Narasimha Vijaye Narasimha. Narasimha Madin Sharanam Prapade.
प्रहलाद महाराज की
जय।
प्रभुपाद की
जय।
हर्ष प्रभु की
जय।
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नमामि वैष्णवे कल्पपुण्यचन्द्राय पुष्पासुनवजायते शरीराद्याचार सागरे सागमते जुहाति लोकमसुगमति सागेते नाथ दीन संसारे कृष्ण बलराय माय Bhagat Mahaprasad ki jai. Guru Prabhupada ki jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha ki jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha Patinaam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Vaishnavaki Vaishnavaki ki jai. Please come have prasadam.
Oh, there's a